Okay guys, this is a video I'm not really thrilled about making, but I need your input. So this is the TFS high ports that are going on a 538 Mopar. I call it the 540 project. And it came down that they wanted the chambers polished. Now this is, because of my OCD, just polishing the chambers was a major ordeal because they're never quite good enough. I look at this right now and it's not even close to being where I want it to be. Okay, so this chamber itself is the one we did most of our testing on. This is number 1. And I polished it and I'm like, I really should reflow it just to see what happens. Well, I was not happy. Notice it has a texture back on the intake side of the chamber versus this. We need to analyze that and come up with a game plan because I have a feeling that's really the way it's going to run. And I need your input. I apologize for the sound in the background. A house across the street's getting a roof. I didn't realize that when I started this, but that's okay. We'll get through it. We're going to take a look at 3 different flow sheets. We're going to look at the original. We're going to look at, I believe, the last one you guys saw, which it did lose a little bit of flow. I think we originally topped out at 382 on this port, and then we got a little bit less when I thought it was finalized, which was a texture chamber all around, and then the polished chamber, and then back to this. So that sounds like 4, but we'll figure it out. Okay, guys, this is the best one I found, which was only third cut as far as topping out. I remember we did around 380. All right, 381, 382. We did quite well with the higher lifts, right? So this one here is the finest after I polished the chambers, and I repolished the exhausts because I felt like they needed a little extra when I was all said and done. So let's, without my pluses and minuses, let's just go through them. All right, minus, 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 plus. Big plus there. That's actually a good number. Plus, plus, minus, 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 minus. Losing 20 at the higher end. I have a feeling we're going to run a 750 plus lift cam on this. Okay, it's a big engine. He wants it to rev pretty good. It's going to need some lift. These heads love lift, okay? At least they did over here. Now, not so much. Yeah, we got a nice jump in the mid-range, the 300, but this is not cool. Okay, so there was another flow after this where we lost some. Let's see if I can find that sheet. Okay, I wasn't thrilled about this because we went down 10. But when I finalized the chambers and everything, I do tend to lose a little bit. The chamber seems to like sharper cuts than when I finalize this. So let's take a look at this to this, because the only thing different between this one and this one is the polished chambers. Absolutely nothing else has been changed, okay? So we got a minus, minus, a minus, a minus, a minus, plus, 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 minus, 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 minus. It doesn't look good to me. I don't like it. Okay, so what does Charlie's little brain do? I take a look at all these minuses and I say, we're going to redo that, and we're just going to put the texture back on the intake side of the chamber and see what it does. So that's what we're going to look at next. Okay, this one is Retexture Chamber, 120 grit. Okay, we're going to compare these to these. Plus, 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 plus. 247.4 is a really good number at 300. It's a 219 valve. Okay. plus, small minus, plus, 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 plus. Now, if you remember, I wasn't thrilled about the completely polished chambers. Yeah, I did that when I was a kid, and then I moved on to a little more texture. I feel the texture just breaks up a little bit of fuel. If it gets out that far, I'd rather have it broken up. But you have to worry about heat absorption. All right, the texture is going to absorb a little more heat into the aluminum head. There's no question about it. Absorbing heat and not keeping it in the chamber is not necessarily good. You want the heat in the chamber, okay? Because that increases your expansion rate, gives you more torque. Okay. So I'm thinking of all these different things. Oh, as far as detonation resistance, well, I think of it on a two-prong approach. If you're breaking up the fuel better, I think you would increase your detonation resistance, okay, versus a polished chamber. I think I'm going to leave it at that. You guys need to have a conversation about this, and I need to be part of it. I'm sure Brian has his opinion. I know he likes the polished chambers, but you got to remember too, a lot of his stuff is all race stuff. This is going to be a high-performance street piece that's doing some dyno work with some cam challenge action. And actually, it's kind of funny. I was going through these, and I was taking my measurements for the IOP program, and I measured how big the ports were stock. Well, they only measured 272 now, so I didn't take much out. But if you notice, my 300 number here was 207, and now it's 247. I obviously did something right by only adding a few cc's. Now, to add more to my confusion, I talked to Mopar Joe, and I wanted him to do the final gasket match while setting it on the block, because that's the best way to do it. Well, these heads are not going to him at this point. So I am going to need to change my gasket match on this head, but I want to get this chamber texture thing finalized first, and I need your guys' help for this. All right, let's finish analyzing these. As far as swirl, okay, little bit changed here and there. It's like up and down a little bit, because it's going to make a difference how the air flows into the chamber, right? So we're a little bit higher in here. We top out a little bit higher here. Where we're going to run, I figure 750. We actually have more than enough swirl, more than I'd like, to be honest. Will that give us good torque in a wedge? Yeah, I think it will. Am I doing this for the swirl? No, I'm doing this because it's happier. Actually, this is the one we should be looking at, because this is the one that has the retextured chamber. This is the one I'm voting for. Okay, we got a little bit better flows right in here. We got a little bit better right in the mid-range. Is our swirl curve fine? It looks like it took a step back, 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 up, back, 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 way back there. Okay, because it loses it on the short side in a little bit different spot. This is showing me the short side's happier on this one. Why would the short side be happier with a textured chamber? That's a good question, right? Because it's changing the way the airflow is coming out around the periphery of the valve. You have to remember, this is a super important point. I'm glad I just thought of this. I developed the port with a textured chamber. You change it to a non-textured chamber, we'll go over the airspeeds. The airspeeds get wacky. Okay, this is the retextured one. This is the one I'm voting for to go with. Okay, so we're going to compare these airspeeds to these airspeeds. So this is a plus, this is a plus, this is a minus. As far as I'm concerned, 345 is too fast. 350 is too fast. When I do the gasket match, I'm going to try to give that pinch a little more area. It's definitely affecting our flows at this point. I really don't like the pinch to go over 300, and it's severely restricted. Plus, we have to worry about the oiling holes in a Mopar. We can't take a ton out of the center wall, right? Because it feeds oil through there. Okay, take a look at what happened on the roof. Huge difference. This is the one I like, right? It's a little happier in this end. Now this is we're taking at 700 lift. So we're flowing 367 on this one, 361 on this one. Not a big difference as far as CFM. Look at our airspeeds. Big difference on the roof. The roof is working much better here. All right, short side. This one's faster. This one's faster. That one's a touch slower. But it's moving more air. So guys, I should include one thing, because I did do some work on the exhaust. Let's take a look at the exhaust verse. I'll try to find the last one we did on the exhaust. Okay, let's do it this way. This was the stock reflow, and I had the right size head gasket. So let's take a look at what the exhaust port did stock, just CNC. First, what I did. Now, these measured 76. I'm pretty sure. I don't have the sheet right in front of me. I think they measured about 76 after I did work to them. I did not take a lot of metal out of them because they really don't need it. They needed the radius, and they needed a little bit of work on the short side, and change the texture in reality. So, was it an improvement over where we started? Well, plus, 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 minus, plus, 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 plus. We're going 300 with a 2-inch pipe at 800. So I'm figuring we're going to be right in this area. 300 CFM's not bad. Okay. It's 1.72 inch valve, I believe. Okay, this is, I have a final with a question mark here. This has got a small radius on the exhaust. So we're comparing these numbers to these numbers. Okay, if we go from the bottom up, we top out a little bit better here. A little bit worse there. I didn't do a pipe on that one. I also didn't write what size pipe I put here, so that skews it. Let's take a look here. Plus. Now, the only thing different between these two is how much the exhaust port is polished. This one's plus on this side, plus on this side. This is the more polished one. It just kind of tops out a little bit better. Not a big difference. Let's take a look at those airspeeds. Okay, top was the older airspeeds. These are the newer airspeeds. Minus, 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 minus. Okay, now if we think about that, is that a good thing? Because this was taken at 0.8 inch lift. This was probably taken around, this was probably taken at 0.75. They're not exactly apples to apples. I wasn't really thinking about it when I did it. But we have slower airspeeds, yet we're moving. Here, we can take a look at this. This one's moving, looks like 242. And this one is 0.8, 247. It's moving more air and it's slower. Because the boundary layer is different thickness, guys. Okay? The polish gives you a thinner boundary layer. It thinks the port is bigger. Guess what? On a 538-inch big block Mopar, this is what we're going to want. I agree with the polished exhaust port wholeheartedly on this. Plus, it reduces how much heat goes into the head casting. Okay? We want to keep that heat energy in the airstream. All right, guys. I need some help with this. I do have to work on the gasket match, and in which case I'm going to try to add some CCs to those intake ports. I'm really, especially since our last flows were not that spectacular. Hopefully I'm showing you guys the right one. Okay, guys. Yeah, I was on the right sheet because when I redid the chamber, I didn't retest the exhaust. I don't think it's going to affect the exhaust, really. So, this is where we are now. I think we were getting 335 through the intake. I got the intake back today. It's getting welded. It's just putting my serialized tag on it. And why isn't Charlie welding? Well, Charlie doesn't have a TIG welder, so it's on my list of things to do at some point. I could take it to work and TIG weld it, but it's sometimes just easier to give it to Wiffy and say, go have this welded. So, this is where we are. We know that the texture chamber handles the fuel better. We need some input on next step forward. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.